Hello, friend. Welcome to Welcome Wednesday. My name is Travis Norval. I use he and pronouns. I'm the pastor of Judson Memorial Baptist Church, and thanks for hanging out with me. It's Wednesday after Easter, and I'm in sweatpants, sweatshirt, a grout fit, and you're probably like, hold on, really? The pastor's in sweats? Well, I haven't given up. It's just after Easter. For pastors and church staff and musicians and everybody, the week after Easter is always a doozy. So just catching up. Some sleep, some reading, some coffee, just having fun. This is not George Costanza, right? I'm not going to be like that time where he kept wearing sweatpants and Jerry looked at him one time and was like, really, the sweatpants? Again? You're telling everybody you give up. You can no longer compete in the world. It's not that. It's just that it's after Easter. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, thanks everybody for a wonderful service on Sunday, Easter. It was just a great day. If you haven't got a chance to watch it or you want to watch it again, hey, we've got the link for it on our YouTube page. Also, if you click on the little part about it, like the description, there's timestamps. You just click on the timestamp and it'll take you right to that segment of the worship. It's also in the email, so take a look at that. We lost Pope Francis this week. Oh, that was a tough one. Look at that picture of him there behind me. I think it was 10 cents at the Catholic bookstore. I sent a copy, a couple years ago of my book to Pope Francis. He appears quite a bit in the book. The greatest advice he gave any pastor: the shepherd must smell like the sheep, and I really like that. This is a copy of his environmental encyclical, Laudato Si. I love this book. Looked at it, read it quite a few times, got all my notes and everything in it. But I have a copy of the letter that Pope Francis sent back to me. Obviously, Pope Francis didn't send back to me. It's the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State has been asked by His Holiness Pope Francis to express his gratitude for the gift sent to him and for the sentiments that prompted this thoughtful presentation. That's a pretty good thank you letter, isn't it? I asked Judson Press if this book ever comes out in a second edition. Can I say Pope Francis expresses his gratitude for this book? Would that be too far of a stretch? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Rest in peace, rise in glory, Pope Francis. Thank you for everything you've done. Moving on, right? It's Earth Day this Sunday, so we're going to have special music. Van, Doug, Bruce, maybe Sue. Looking forward to that. The environmental justice team will be doing most of the parts of the service, so excited about that. It's going to be a good worship service. I'm excited about it. It's supposed to be rainy and cold, but that's okay. I just want to do I got three more things I want to do. One, a little meditation on fear. Two, give you a stewardship update. And three, members did invite to Judson 101. Many of you have asked about fear. And I've got some sermons on fear coming up, but it's going to be a little bit before that because, this Sunday's Earth Day. The Sunday after that is recognition of our high school graduates. Sunday after that's Mother's Day. I'm actually going to go to West Virginia and visit Mom. The Sunday after that, it's the annual meeting, our Judson's annual meeting, and the Sunday after that, it's Memorial Day. So I know it's going to be a bit. So I just want to say a few things. One, hell yeah, I'm afraid. Just like you, Lisa Murkowski, the senator from Alaska, saying that she's afraid. Now she gets real retaliation, death threats and just horribleness online, comments anytime she speaks up. And I hear that. Even myself, I'm sure you do too, right? You're afraid that if you say the wrong thing, which is actually the right thing, but if you say it and the wrong people hear it, you're going to be labeled or targeted. I worry about, I fear about the church's public stance. That we have there's no way that our core values would survive the DEI stuff, right? So hospitality, deep spirituality, social justice, and joy. Believe me, just the word social justice would get our core values scratched from any kind of plan. So there's a lot of fear. Yeah. So what am I doing about fear? Well, one thing is, it's in my own my own private Bible study. I'm constantly going back to those passages. Fear not, for I am with you. And I know that my ancestors went through much more than I went through. And they had the capacity and the courage to say those words. I can say it too. So I know my ancestors are with me, and I know those saints in the faith are with me too. And they're with you, and they're with all of us. I take some comfort in poetry. The one poem I keep going back to is that one I read in the fall. It was St. Francis and the Sow by Galway Kinnell. The bud stands for all things, even those things that do not flower. For everything flowers from within, self-blessing. Though sometimes it is necessary to reteach a thing of its loveliness, to put a hand on its brow or the flower, and retell it in words and in touch, it is lovely, until it flowers again from within, self-blessing. To reteach a thing its loveliness. Why is that an antidote to fear? Well, the opposite of fear is love. Perfect love casts out fear. And I find that when we reteach a thing its loveliness, there's a little bit of fear that goes out. I find also that the fear is dissipated in community. In Sunday morning worship, when we get together for coffee, when we talk, when I hear stories, when we're at the Capitol protesting, those moments of community erase little bits of fear. Because when we're fearful, we get all tied up like this. But when we are trusting and loving, we can loosen up a little bit like this and exhale. And that's where I want to be. And that's where you want to be. Your prayers, your poems, community. Those are 3 good places. I hope you're finding them. Okay, I need to give an update on stewardship. These are stewardship cards. We're still taking them. We will be taking them all the way till May 31st. We're longer than that. We'll just keep taking them. But the stewardship season is going on. If you haven't been able to, I ask you to fill out a $1 pledge card. If you have never filled out one of these, you're on the fence about joining this community, or somebody else in your household has already filled out a pledge card, fill out a $1 pledge card. I got to ask my progeny for this. They haven't done it yet. Let's get there. So what's it look like so far? Well, for pledge units, we had a goal of 80. Thus far, we have received 100. And if you're thinking, those are all just $1 pledges, nope. Only 11 of those pledges are $1 pledges. 34 new pledges this year. 34 new pledges. Okay, so what's that mean this way? We had a goal of $275,000. Thus far, we received $253,222. That's 92% of our goal. I think we are well within the capacity to reach the 275. Hey, Judson's full of procrastinators. It'll happen. 275, I think we can get there. All right, yeah, that's also Easter offering. We took up an Easter offering. We can still contribute. Our goal is $2,500. We received $2,146, so we're just short of that. If you're able to fill one of these out. There's also a link in the email. These will be on worship on Sunday. Take one of those and do that. If you also on Sunday morning, you can turn in a pledge card. You can also call Eileen at the church office, 612-822-0649. You can email the church, info@judsonchurch.org, and let Eileen know your pledge amount. You can mail it in, 4101 Harriet Avenue South, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55409. We'll get there. So thanks for everybody for your wonderful generosity. This is amazing, and we are making great stride. We're doing good work. And you can see that in the work that we are, the people are honoring that. So thank you. Thank you. I'm proud to be a part of this church, and I think you are too. Lastly, I just want to say the Judson 101, that's right. Class will happen on Monday, May 5th, 7 to 8 via Zoom. Respond to this email. Just let me know if you're interested. I think we're going to have a good class. We'll be joining on May 18th. I know that there was supposed to be a class on May 12th, but I'm going to go and see Mom, surprise her for Mother's Day. So there's that. Also, I want to make a note that on Sunday is both Earth Day worship, and then also the racial justice team will be presenting their fourth session on reparations. So I hope you're able to make that. And that's our Welcome Wednesday. Take care, friends. Peace. And we'll see you Sunday, either in person or online. Or just, hey, send an email. Let me know how you're doing. And hang in there.